1 year ago, I deleted Instagram off my phone to find more time in my day and take control of my mental health. Here's why reducing your screen time and avoiding comparison could help you too. And before I start, I'm not an expert in the area of mental health. If this is an area where you really struggle, I would encourage you to go and find professional help where you can. I'm going to put up a couple of suggestions for that on the screen. Please do get help from your doctor, from professionals around you. There are lots of organizations that can help. So please go find some help if you're really struggling with that right now. I'm just offering a guide of what's helped me and has helped others in the past as well. A year ago, I turned 50, and I thought at this momentous change in my life, a new half century, that I wanted to prioritize some goals and kind of getting more things done. So I started by deleting Instagram and Twitter off my phone. I was never a big Twitter user, haven't been recently, but it was just one of the things where I wanted to reduce the noise coming at me. So my first thought was that it would improve my focus and productivity. It would give me some more time back in my day to focus on the goals that I was aiming at. And one of those is running. You'll see in my previous video, I've just finished an ultra marathon. So that's taken a good chunk of training and running over the past year to get to a place to be able to run that long. I've also been focusing on my music, some of my music productions here. Previously, I was taking photos and focusing on creativity. So there's some of the things that I hold valuable, and I really wanted to put some energy and effort into doing that. I also felt that by reducing my screen time, that I'd be able to reduce stress and anxiety. I'd have a little bit more to be able to take control of some of the energy and messaging that's coming into my life. Maybe I'd see disturbing content, or I'd see a piece of information that I wasn't ready to process. And all of those things take up extra time. My wife has this term, she's got all those tabs in her head. So you've got your browser tabs and all of the things are opening and they're spinning and they're taking up your time and your energy. So that's definitely been a piece where I was able to step away and enjoy a little bit more space. One area where it can help, I heard Instagram described as the comparison engine, and you're comparing your lifestyle, your life choices, your food choices, how often you go to the gym, how often you run, what new shoes I should be wearing out running, potentially what cars I should be driving, where I should be going on holidays. You're constantly seeing this beautiful, perfect, groomed, ideal scenario, and I think it's helpful to have space from that. You can't get away from it. We're constantly being advertised in daily life. So there's some of that there, but being able to take some of that away by, not looking at it all the time, I think really helps. Another way it helped me not having Instagram on my phone was the fact that I wasn't always pulling out my phone to look and to swipe. So I was a little bit more aware of my surroundings, in choosing to have my phone in my pocket when being out and about, walking the dogs with the kids, not always trying to find the perfect opportunity for a photo to share, and not always thinking about something bigger, actually thinking about how could I capture a moment for our family, for us to keep, to be able to focus on taking photos for us as a family, for our scrapbooks, for our memories, and not always feeling like they had to be pushed social and shared to a wider audience. Reducing screen time can help us get better sleep. And certainly at the beginning, when I stopped using Instagram, it was definitely helpful. I am not a great sleeper. This is something that I am constantly working on and still am now. But I definitely think that by having less screen time, and not reaching for my phone straight away. I used to leave it here in my office, sleep in the other room, so that I wasn't just turning over and picking it up and looking. So that definitely helps. And the impact of having better sleep is I feel I can emotionally regulate way better when I've had more sleep. So when things come at me, when situations change, when I get unfortunate information or I need to adapt, that I'm much more fluid and capable of being able to course correct mid-day, mid-scenario, whatever that might look like. It's easier to be a little bit more mindful and take a deep breath and step back because I'm not constantly being hijacked and having to think about things outside of myself that are outside of my control anyway, but the attention merchants are trying to take control of our time and our energy, and I just really feel like there's ways in which we can help to improve. Now, don't get me wrong, this hasn't all been plain sailing. You've probably heard the term nature abhors a vacuum. And sure enough, YouTube is still on my phone, and YouTube Shorts was quick to try and get in there and take over, because it's that same dopamine kind of hit that you get. It's that same kind of regulation. So I have to be really kind of mindfully aware of that, and I try to leave my phone in another room when I'm working or focusing on being productive, kind of making music, kind of getting on with work. And because nature abhors the vacuum, and you're used to picking up your phone and it's there ready to scroll, and you're looking for something, that it's easy to have that as a condition in your life. So you really need to have something to replace it with. Most recently, I've been trying to read a lot more. So I've got a lot more books. I have notebooks and pens handy to be able to jot down what I'm thinking and processing about. It's definitely worth having something to step in and replace it. So for me, it was making music. It's been focusing on running and my fitness and well-being, and then also kind of thinking and processing new ideas through books, through podcasts, and through audiobooks as well. Like I said, I am not an expert in this area of mental health, so if it's something that you're struggling with, please reach out and find help. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, seek professional help. Whether that's calling the Samaritans or a helpline in your country, please do reach out and ask for help while you can. But don't get me wrong, I've definitely missed out on things. I didn't know anything about Threads on Instagram, which is kind of a X/Twitter replacement. I've also, when I signed into Instagram from time to time, I definitely noticed that I had messages asking me if I was still taking photography or video jobs on, so I missed opportunities there. But I'd already decided that that wasn't something that I was pursuing, so I had to let go of those too. I definitely think it's been positive for me. And again, a year on, I'm reassessing what I have on my phone. There are lots of resources out there to help you to reduce your screen time, whether that's specifically in your phone controls. You can set up screen times, you can set up alerts that show up. I saw a really interesting product called Brick, and it's a little device that you actually kind of tap on your phone, it activates an app, and then you hide the brick somewhere in your house. You put it aside, so you've actually got to make it inconvenient for you to unlock your phone and get back at it. I saw a great video by Rian Doris, which I will link here, and he takes you through how to completely brick your phone and make it unavailable. And it's free, it's really straightforward and easy to do. And if you really need to create space in your day and really focus and kind of pursue new goals and ideas, I definitely think it's worth taking a look at that. So I'll link the video. I'd love to hear in the comments your experience of either removing social media for a time or a period, how you've got on with it, or what you think you could do if you had more time and more space in your day. Definitely think that we can all find 10, 15 minutes, an hour to pursue the things that are important to us, whether that's around our health goals or whether that's around like our career progression, so seriously consider putting your phone down and stepping away and making some time for yourself and for your family.